Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's topic, I want to quickly share something exciting with you. We've officially opened our own car enthusiasts shop, created especially for people who love cars as much as we do. We're talking about automotive-inspired clothing, accessories, and unique designs that you won't find anywhere else. And for today's video, it fits perfectly because we even have a special G-Wagon t-shirt inspired by our own builds. So if you want to support the channel and look good doing it, make sure to check out the link in the description after the video. Now let's get into today's topic. A head gasket is one of those parts in an engine that most people never think about until it fails. And when it fails, it becomes one of the most stressful and expensive problems you can deal with. So today we're going to go deeper than most videos ever go. We're going to break down exactly how a head gasket works, what it's made of, what it actually does inside the engine, why it fails, what the symptoms are, how you can test for a blown head gasket, what is important when replacing it, how the repair process works step by step, and all the little details that determine whether your engine lives or dies. This is the full version, the long explanation, something you can follow whether you're just curious, whether you're diagnosing your own car, or whether you're planning to do the job yourself at home. By the end of this video, you will know everything you need to know about head gaskets, including things most mechanics never explain. A head gasket is a thin but extremely important seal that sits between the engine block and the cylinder head. The engine block is the lower part that houses the pistons and cylinders. The cylinder head is the upper part holding the camshafts, valves, spark plugs, or injectors depending on the engine. The head gasket sits between them and seals three systems at the same time: combustion pressure, coolant flow, and engine oil passages. These cannot mix under any circumstance. Combustion gases must stay inside the combustion chamber. Coolant must stay in its passages only. Oil must stay in its lubrication routes. The gasket keeps all three separated while the engine is constantly vibrating, heating up, cooling down, expanding, shrinking, and experiencing thousands of explosions per minute. It's a small part with a critical job. To withstand this, the gasket endures extreme temperatures, pressure spikes, and thermal expansion differences between the head and block. Aluminum heads expand much more than cast iron blocks. That means the gasket must maintain a perfect seal, even as the metals around it shift microscopically every time the engine heats and cools. Every warm-up cycle stresses the gasket a bit. Over tens of thousands of cycles, this can lead to fatigue. Now let's talk about failures. Why head gaskets actually blow. The number one cause is overheating. When the engine overheats, the aluminum head expands beyond its normal tolerance. It can warp slightly even with a quick overheat event. Once it warps, the head no longer sits perfectly flat against the block, and the gasket can no longer create a proper seal. Coolant can leak, compression can escape, and oil can mix where it shouldn't. Overheating is often caused by things like a bad thermostat, low coolant level, clogged radiator, failed water pump, or non-functioning cooling fans. Most people don't realize that just a few minutes of driving in the red zone can permanently damage a head gasket. Another cause is detonation or pre-ignition, commonly known as knocking. When the fuel mixture ignites at the wrong time or in multiple spots at once, it creates a violent shockwave. These pressure spikes can blow holes in pistons, crack cylinder walls, and destroy head gaskets. Turbocharged engines running too much boost or poor fuel are especially prone to this. Improper installation is another major factor. The head must be torqued down exactly as the manufacturer specifies using the proper torque sequence and torque angles. Many modern engines use torque to yield bolts which cannot be reused. If someone reuses old bolts or tightens them incorrectly, the gasket can fail prematurely. Even a small mistake in torque can lead to uneven clamping force and eventual leaks. Surface finish is also important. MLS gaskets need surfaces that are extremely smooth. If a machine shop uses the wrong cutting tool or someone improperly cleans the surface with abrasive tools, sealing problems occur. Even tiny imperfections can create channels for leakage. Coolant corrosion also contributes. Old coolant loses its anti-corrosion properties. This leads to rust, pitting, and erosion around the gasket sealing areas. Once corrosion starts, the gasket can no longer seal properly. Now the symptoms. The biggest giveaway is thick white smoke coming from the exhaust. This is actually steam caused by coolant entering the combustion chamber and burning off. It usually has a sweet smell and stays consistent once the engine is warm. If you see this, the gasket is likely leaking coolant into a cylinder. Another symptom is overheating. If the gasket leaks, coolant escapes or combustion gases enter the cooling system. Both of these disrupt the engine's cooling ability. The radiator hoses may even become rock hard when the engine is cold, because combustion pressure is leaking into the coolant. Milky oil is another sign. If coolant leaks into the oil passages, the oil turns into a light brown, foamy mixture that looks like chocolate milk. This destroys lubrication and should never be ignored. You might notice bubbles in the radiator or coolant reservoir. That means exhaust gases are entering the cooling system. This is a strong sign of gasket failure. Misfires, rough idle, or lack of power can occur when the gasket fails between cylinders. Compression leaks from one cylinder into another, causing uneven firing. Another sign is coolant loss with no visible leak. If you have to constantly top off coolant, it may be getting burned internally. To diagnose a blown head gasket, several tests exist. A compression test measures how much pressure each cylinder can hold. A cylinder with low compression compared to others suggests a head gasket leak. A leak down test is even better. Compressed air is pushed into each cylinder, and if air escapes into the cooling system or neighboring cylinders, you have a leak. A chemical block test involves a special fluid placed in a tester above the radiator. If exhaust gases are present in the coolant, the fluid changes color. This is a reliable and simple test. A cooling system pressure test can show whether the system holds pressure. If it doesn't and there is no external leak, the coolant may be leaking internally. Oil inspection and exhaust analysis can also help confirm the issue. Now the big question, can you drive with a blown head gasket? Technically, yes. But realistically, absolutely not. All you're doing is risking far more expensive damage. Warped heads, cracked blocks, destroyed bearings from coolant in oil, and complete engine failure. Driving with a blown head gasket is one of the fastest ways to kill a motor. Some people try head gasket sealers. These products can temporarily fix very small leaks, but they often clog radiators, heater cores, and other small passages. They are a temporary solution at best and should not be relied on for long-term repair. Now let's walk through how to properly replace a head gasket. Start by disconnecting the battery for safety. Drain the coolant and oil. Remove the intake and exhaust manifolds, air intake components, sensors, wiring harnesses, fuel rails, injectors, and anything else attached to the head. Engines vary, but the concept remains the same. Remove the valve cover to expose the camshafts and head bolts. Before removing the head bolts, the timing system must be disassembled. Set the crankshaft and camshafts to top dead center and lock them in place. Remove the timing belt or chain. This step is crucial because incorrect timing during reassembly can cause catastrophic engine damage. Remove the head bolts in the correct order and lift the cylinder head off the block. Inspect the old gasket and examine the surfaces of the head and block for cracks, corrosion, or warping. Take the cylinder head to a machine shop for resurfacing and pressure testing. A warped or cracked head cannot seal properly, even with a new gasket. Clean the block surface carefully using non-abrasive tools. Install the new head gasket in the proper orientation. Lower the head onto the gasket and install brand new head bolts unless the engine uses studs. Torque the bolts exactly to factory specification using the correct sequence and torque angles. Reassemble the timing components carefully. Reinstall manifolds, hoses, wiring, sensors, and any removed parts. Fill the engine with fresh coolant and oil. On first start, bleed the cooling system and monitor the temperature. If everything runs smooth and doesn't overheat, the repair is likely successful. Proper maintenance can extend the life of a head gasket significantly. Avoid overheating at all costs. Maintain the cooling system. Replace coolant on schedule. Don't ignore warning signs like rising temperature, disappearing coolant, or steam from the exhaust. Keep your oil fresh. Make sure your engine runs a healthy tune, especially on boosted engines. Fix minor issues before they become major ones. Some engines are more prone to head gasket issues due to design flaws. If you own one of these engines, extra care is necessary. But even in problematic engines, maintaining proper cooling and tuning can greatly extend the life of the gasket. Understanding how a head gasket works, how it fails, how to diagnose it, and how to repair it gives you a huge advantage as a car owner. It's not a mysterious part, it's a mechanical seal doing a very difficult job under harsh conditions, and with proper care, it will last many years. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this deep dive helped you understand everything about head gaskets, from how they work to how to fix them. If this video helped you out, make sure to leave a like for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel and grab something cool for yourself or as a gift for another car lover, check out the link in the description to our new car enthusiast shop. We've got some awesome designs, including our special G-Wagon t-shirt inspired by our builds. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.